Friends, are you planning to carry your own bike in train for a Leh Ladakh bike trip? Or you want to know if it is possible to use any kind of courier services to transport your bike from other farther parts of India for your Leh Ladakh road trip? Well, riding a motorcycle is a passion for those who have the guts and the toughest of minds. It is especially true when it comes to a bike ride to Ladakh and Zanskar Valley or other parts of Trans-Himalayas like Spiti Valley, Kinnaur Valley, Pangi Valley, or other remote corners where road is just an irrelevant term. You need to have a good healthy body and a mind with a positive attitude to ride up there. Carrying your own bike in a train to Leh Ladakh or courier it to a nearest place gives you that additional comfort and gives you a familiar riding experience which is confident and less problematic. So today in this Express FAQ series on traveling to Ladakh, I'm going to talk about this topic of carrying your own bike in train for a Leh Ladakh road trip or other parts of Himalayas. So let's get started. Well, I have already emphasized enough in the last few videos that there is nothing better than to carry your own bike to desolated Himalayan places such as Ladakh, Zanskar Valley, Manali Leh Highway, Spiti Valley or other remote corners. It gives you better control, flexibility of schedule, and the thing is that you and your bike understand each other more than anything. You can get the best in the toughest of road conditions or situations on your own bike as compared to any rented bike. Also, it may cost you a little less than the rented bike, especially on the long journeys, and it also gives you the freedom to ride around as you wish without any kind of penalty or any kind of tension of not returning the rented bike on the promised date. But there is a problem of carrying your own bike, especially if you live far away from the foothills of the Himalayas. Those who live in the northern India, especially around the regions like Delhi, Haryana or Punjab, they do have an advantage of easily going for a ride to the Himalayas. So many people who live far away from the Himalayas look out to transport their own bikes either by train or using any kind of courier services and then start the Ladakh trip or other Himalayan trips from that starting place. Now let us look at the process on how you can do it. Well, you can transport your bike from anywhere in India on a train for a Leh Ladakh road trip. There are essentially two ways of doing it. One, you can carry it either as a luggage with you or any passenger, or other way is that you can parcel your bike from one place to another. Carrying the bike as a luggage with you is much more effective and recommended approach unless you have a luxury of days to match the schedule and delays. Now let's start getting into the details. Well, first I'll talk about the documents required and some tips about those documents that you must keep in mind when carrying your bike in trains in India. Number 1, make sure all the documents are properly maintained with no ambiguity at all. Keep them in a safe place where you can easily get them and they do not get lost. Number 2, make 4 or 5 copies and get them attested. They can be used in case you lose the original documents or in any other need. And number 3, do not forget to keep the original driving license and other relevant bike documents such as RC, pollution under control certificate and insurance copy of the bike. And similarly, number 4, do not forget to carry your train tickets and couple of copies of them. And finally, number 5, it is always best that you carry your own bike in train rather than carrying someone else's bike like relatives or friends' bike. If you take someone else's bike, then in some cities, it might cause some unnecessary hassles like delays or raise certain questions from the authorities, although nothing major. And friends, if there is no other option and you have to carry someone else's bike, then make sure that you carry an NOC document from them as well. Now let us briefly talk about the complete process that you need to go through at both the railway stations. First, let us see what happens at the source railway station. Point number 1, you need to reach the railway station at least 3 to 4 hours before the departure of your train. And once you reach over there, then go directly to the parcel office at the railway station. Step number 2, tell them your requirements and they will instruct you to remove the entire petrol from the tank and get your machine packed properly. Make sure that you completely dry out the petrol. Third step is to find the loading staff or porters over there and ask them about the packaging. Usually the porters do it and they will guide you about it. Finalize the cost of packaging before it gets packed, which is generally in the range of Rs 500 to Rs 800. Step number 5, they'll also help you make sure that your fuel tank is completely dry, which is very much needed, else you may end up in hassles here and there while taking out the bike. And friends, one request that please respect the safety of the entire train and do not indulge in any kind of malpractices of hiding the fuel anywhere. This can jeopardize the safety of the entire train. So guys, you should always know the nearest petrol pump at the destination railway station so that you can tank up immediately after reaching over there, or you can take your friend's help or somebody you know over there. In step number 6, ask the packing guys to provide enough cushions and padding to pack it very well. Do not prefer any kind of loose packing because you know that if any parts get broken in the transit, then either you will end up ruining your trip or it may cost you even more to get it fixed. Hence, even if they charge a little extra more for packaging, give it to them, but get your bike very well packed. And once the bike is properly packaged, then in step number 7, take that packaged bike to the officer over there and he will ask you to fill out a form. There may be some sample forms glued to the wall over there which will guide you in filling up that form. As a part of filling up that form, in step number 8, you need to mention the cost of your bike. My friend who went through this entire process filled up rupees 30,000 as the cost of his bike, which was Pulsar 220cc. It generally costs rupees 100 for every rupees 10,000 for the insurance of the bike. So based on your bike and condition of it, take a calculative risk and fill up that value. Now after completing that form, as a part of step number 9, hand over that filled form along with the copies of all the documents of your bike, which they will verify, and then they will tell you how much you need to pay over there. The cost will be around rupees 1 per kilometer and insurance cost will be extra on top of it. Now it is almost done over there. Keep the receipt that they will hand over to you in a safe place because it will be needed at the destination railway station. And finally guys, make sure that your bike gets loaded in the same train that you are going in and not in any other train. If you see such a thing is happening, then you should complain to the guard at the train whose compartment is near the brake van. You are paying extra for carrying it as a luggage along with you, not in any other train. So guys, this luggage has the highest priority and must go with you on the same train. Now this completes the entire process at the source railway station and you can enjoy the train ride until you reach your destination. The process at the destination station is quite simple. Once you reach the destination, get off the train and go to the parcel office at the destination railway station. Tell them about the delivery of your bike by showing them all the documents and the original receipt that you got at the source railway station. It will take around 1 hour to 2 hours for the entire process to complete over there, including getting your bike from the train to the parcel office, showing them your documents and delivery notes, etc. And finally, once you get your bike delivered to yourself, drag it outside the station first and then drag it to the nearest petrol pump for a tank up. Finally, ride to Ladakh. Well friends, you can also check some more additional tips and tricks on this entire process by referring the article I have linked in the description of this video. So please do check it out. Now let us talk about if you're not interested in transporting your bike by train in India, rather you want to use some kind of courier service in India for it. Well, you can courier your bike for a Leh Ladakh road trip from anywhere in India using private courier services like Gati or Safe Express. As far as I know, Safe Express is the only movers who courier your bike to Srinagar, while rest of the movers have Jammu as the last drop point. The prices of Safe Express are also reasonable, but they do not pack your bike because they are just movers. You need to get your bike packaged by other packers independently before you move it with Safe Express. As far as I know, most of the service providers charge a bit higher than Safe Express, and many members of the DOW community forums have used their services and shared positive feedbacks mostly. I will also like to suggest VRL Travel as well. You can try them out and see whether they can ship it to Jammu or Srinagar or not. They have been known to transport the bike in a very secured and safe manner. Special thanks to Shiva for recommending them in the comment section of the previous video of the series. So friends, this was all about how to courier or transport your bike in train from farther parts of India for a Leh Ladakh road trip or other trips to the Himalayas. In my next video, I'll talk about if you can do a bike trip to Leh Ladakh with a pillion or not and what tips that you shall follow while doing so. So stay tuned my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. And now in the end, if you found this video helpful, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And in case if you need any help or have any questions on your upcoming trip to the Himalayas, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll be more than happy to help you out right away. Till then my friends, Jule, and please keep those Himalayas clean.